Hello, fellow adventurers, and welcome back to the channel. And a happy new year to you from Midlife Adventures. We are at one of my favorite spots that I like to come to, down at Huntington Beach on a beautiful January 1st, 2024 day, which has become somewhat of a, I guess, kind of a ritual for me. I like to come down on New Year's Day for some reason. Kind of quiet, there's a few people out, but it's a little bit more low-key, which is kind of gives me an opportunity to think about 2023 and what we did in that year, and then also some new stuff. What do I have planned? What are some goals I want to achieve in 2024? So I like to come down here and just kick around, walk, get some exercise, and today it is a beautiful day for that. So we look back on 2023 as the world certainly had its share of problems, still does, but nonetheless, we managed to get quite a few adventures in, a lot of activity. I did two major international adventures, two of the longest adventures that I've done to date in terms of time for both of them, as well as recently a little mini adventure in my hometown. It's kind of fun to do, just a nice little way to top off or finish off the year. But just to recap, in late February, early March, we did the King and More adventure. I took you to Southeast Asia, where we ran around and explored in depth country of Thailand and Vietnam. Just a phenomenal trip. I learned so much, and of course, as I always do, I met some really good people along the way. And then we had somewhat of a big break in between, and then in early October we took a trip to Spain and Portugal. We did the Andalusian adventure, Spain, Portugal, and even had a day in Morocco that we tied into that as well. Again, another amazing trip. One of the things that I was doing, particularly in Portugal, was kind of scouting the potential of relocating, maybe just to live for a year, maybe to live for a longer period of time. I wanted to investigate that, and certainly it is on the drawing board, potential, whether it's retirement, whether it's just a short stay, living abroad just for an opportunity to do that. We'll see what 2024 holds in terms of that. So let's just take a quick look back at what we did in 2023 for adventures, just as a recap, and then I'll be back to talk about what's going on in 2024.
Drive our ships to new land.
hope you enjoyed that little recap of the exciting, adventurous things that we did in 2023. But what does 2024 have in store for us? Well, on a personal note, I think one of the things I've committed to doing is focusing more on health and activity, even more so. The last several years I've been doing a lot of walking, and I did make my walking goal this year of, or last year of 1,023 kilometers. But I think I suffered from boredom on the routes that I've been walking, doing a lot of walking at the park and a route for near my house where I go get coffee. It's great exercise, but honestly it became somewhat mundane and I just got bored. Therefore, didn't have a whole lot of motivation on certain days to do it. So I'm going to try to come up with some new routes just to keep me more energized on that. Also thinking about joining back up with one of the local gyms. I haven't really been a member of a gym since COVID, and for good reason. I did a lot of focusing, during lockdowns and stuff like that, doing it myself, and it was pretty successful. But again, I feel definitely like I'm at the point where I'm losing some motivation, and I probably need some more structure in that area. So those are two things. The other thing I've made a commitment to is doing a little bit more on the language issue. I had signed up for a lifetime subscription to Rosetta Stone, but I didn't really use it that much for trips that I was taking. Rather cheated my way through it using Google Translate and things like that. But making a new recommitment to sort of focusing in on that. So those are some personal goals that I want to work on. And also, one of the goals is maybe relocating Midlife Adventures to another state. You might wonder, how could you give something up like this? But California's changed a lot, not for the better. And I think I'd like to do something that's a little less crowded, a little more low-key. As my life changes, I think my environment needs to change as well, too. So I'll be focusing on making some sort of move in 2024. I want to make sure that it's a smart move and one that's still going to allow me to do the things that I want to do, but maybe a little bit more low-key.
A few minutes later.
So what about travel and adventure for 2024? Well, we've got some things planned. I've got a couple of ideas that I still want to do and put in play, but we definitely have one that's already booked and ready to go. We're going to be doing something in late spring. I'm also looking to do something maybe in America. There's a couple things I wanted to do and I've been trying to do for a few years now, and it's just the timing has never worked out. But I think I'm going to make a commitment to get this done sometime this year. Probably not in the summer. It might even be before our first adventure coming up. It just depends on the timing and things of that nature. So I'm working on that. But we definitely have another international adventure coming up. Like many other things, it's going to be a first for me. We're going to be exploring a different area, one that's over the course of the last 60 years changed quite a bit. And let me see if there's any other... I do have one little hint to give you. As I do for all my trips, I usually do a lot of homework, learn as much as I can before I go. But my homework on this trip is going to be a little different because I am going to need to binge watch Game of Thrones. So I know there's a few places that a lot of filming was done there, but we're going to be hitting one of them, and this is where we're going.